Good morning, America. Good morning, world. You're having coffee with Miss Coco. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for tuning in today and having your coffee with me, sharing a little of your time with me. I greatly appreciate that. I'm sitting here today, and before I get started, I like to have my first sip. And you hear that? That's the sound of a good brew. What do I want to talk about this morning? I want to talk about your relationship with God and how your relationship with God needs to be the number one priority when it comes to living in your life, when it comes to living in this life, when it comes to going where you need to go, fulfilling your dreams, walking in your path, doing what you need to do to fulfill your purpose. Your foundation means a lot. Your foundation should be strong. Your foundation should be sturdy. It should be like a table. But if it's going to be shooken up, God is the only one that should be able to shake the table in your life. It shouldn't be other things. Yes, things may shake the table. Ha ha. Shake the table. Yes, things may shake the table, but the things shouldn't fall off the table because the table should be so sturdy enough and you should be intact enough that when things want to do a little earthquake and slide off the table, you should have a relationship with God. God should be at the table where you can get things back in order. You can put things back in place. You can put things back where they need to be on the table, back where it needs to be when it comes to your foundation. Your foundation should be so strong that when you go out in the world, people should see an outer expression of your foundation by how you carry yourself, the decisions you make, and the things you act upon when life, good or bad, comes your way. Your foundation, when it comes to having a relationship with God, is what will either set you up for success or will set you up for failure. For failure. Does that make sense? It will either set you up for success or it will set you up for failure. I don't want to get on everything that I don't necessarily say right. That's not the thing that you're supposed to be paying attention to. I try to be as articulate as I can be, but sometimes it's not going to always come out so smooth. But at the end of the day, I hope that you can understand me enough and see where I'm coming from enough to get the message. So you should have a foundation so strong and a relationship so strong with God that you should be able to see the things that come your way or be able to maneuver them when it comes to going where you need to go in your purpose and in the things of God. You can't be out here talking about you let things go, talking about you see what God wants you to see, but then when everybody looks at you, you look like you don't know where you're going. You look like you lost. You making decisions that make you seem like you're lost, that you not living for God, that you're not doing the things that you're supposed to do. I always stress that and talk about that a lot. It's like we have to be an example. We have to be a good appeal when it comes to the things of the Father, when it comes to the things of upbuilding the kingdom, when it comes to the things of being a good appeal for Christ. People should be able to look at you and they should be able to see clearly the picture, the big picture. They should be able through you, when it comes through a time, when it comes through a certain place, when it comes to a certain time, whatever the time, whatever the place, whatever the moment, whatever the hour, whatever time is right, whatever time is meant to be, they should be able to see the big picture when it is necessary to see the big picture. And they should be able to see the details through you, because you will be able to break it down to them by what you say and how you live when it comes to your relationship with Christ and the foundation you have. Can people look at you and see that you are a woman of God? Can people look at you and see that you are the head of your household when it comes to being a man? When you're out here in the streets, and I'm not talking about streets like gang banging and crime and stuff like that. When you're out here in the world, when you're going to work every day, when you're going to your job, when you're handling affairs, when it comes to business, when it comes to errands, when it comes to your responsibilities in life, can people see that you are a man of God? Can people see that you are a woman of God? Can people see that you do indeed have legs to stand up on, and that they are sturdy, that you have a backbone when it comes to your faith, and that your faith is something that is valuable to you? And maybe all the time it's not going to be valuable to another person, but can people see that your faith is valuable enough to you? You might not can't you might can't save everyone else. Maybe everybody doesn't want to see Christ. Maybe some days people are just not going to get the message. But is the message clear enough that when people look at you, not just by what you say, but by your actions, can they see the foundation of your faith through how you handle things, through how you roll, through how you are, through how you react to situations when they don't necessarily go your way? And who do you give the credit to when things are going good and are going your way? Your foundation and your faith and your relationship with God has to be strong, because that's the only way you're going to be able to go in the path that God wants you to go. That's the only way you're going to heal from the things that are broken inside of you. Because yes, you have a relationship with God, but that doesn't mean that when you wake up in the morning, every day is going to be perfect, and every day you wake up and look out the window, you're going to see sunshine and rainbows. It does not mean that just because you have a relationship with God, everything is going to be peachy keen and every day is going to be a good day. No, it's not. Every day is not going to be a good day. But because your foundation is strong, you have one of the principles inside of you. You have one of the principles within your life that is going to teach you the value and show you truly what peace past understanding means when it comes to negative things being in your life. You have peace past understanding because you can endure things in the world more than the average person can who does not believe in God, because of that peace past understanding, because you have a father who has taught you how to endure. You have a father who gives you joy. You have a father who teaches you lessons to help you build character despite of the negative situation that goes on in your life. You have a father who gives you the ability to have power and dominion in your life in such an aspect to the point where though things may not go your way and though people react to things in a way that you would not want them to react, you still have patience. You still have self-control. And if that's not power, then I really don't know what is. Don't say you have a strong foundation when you can't see what God is trying to get you to see. God will give you 1,000 signs in 1,000 days and in 1,000 ways. But if you don't see them, that's not on God's fault. That's not on God's part. That has everything to do with you being blind and not wanting to see, not wanting to wake up, especially when you ask him, God, give me a sign. God, let me see. God, show me what you want me to see. God, give me the wisdom so I can know how to get out this situation, so I can heal from this problem, so I can be whole again. God, help me find a way to live my life. Guide me, guide my footsteps so I can walk in a way where I can see the wisdom to figure out the things that I need to figure out, because I'm lost right now and I need to be found. If those are the things that you are asking God, he's definitely going to give you an answer. He's definitely going to put the signs and put the thoughts and put the dreams in your mind to give you the answer. He's going to figure out a way. He's going to know a way to put it in front of you because you seeked it. You asked for it. You asked for it. And as long as it lines up with his will, he's going to give you an answer. It may not be the answer that you want, but he's going to give you the signs. He's going to give you a way. He's going to help you see what you need to see, because that's what the Father is all about. He's all about helping us find a way. He's all about helping us live the life that we're supposed to live, because we're not supposed to be living in lack. We're not supposed to be out here begging for bread. We're supposed to have a life that is abundant, not just abundant in money, but abundant in knowledge, abundant in wisdom, abundant in the know-how when it comes to doing the things that we need to do to be sufficient for walking in our purpose. Because he gives us so many things when it comes to abundance, when it comes to being blessed. Just giving us little things like grace and mercy and patience. Just giving us the chance to wake up every day and learn something that we didn't learn yesterday, so we can be a better person than we were yesterday. That's a blessing in itself. But if you sitting up here and you're praying to God, oh, God, help build me up. God, help me find a way to lift me up. Give me a way so I can lift myself up out of this hole. Give me a way so I can figure out what I need to do. God, turn my ashes into beauty. God is doing all of that. But if you don't want to see it, or if you want to hold yourself back, when God is rolling back the stone, he's letting you see what you need to see. He's pulling the curtain back. He's clearing out the path for you. But if you don't want to walk it, then that's on you. You go to God in prayer so you can meditate, so you can figure things out, so you can see things more clearly. That's why you go to the Father, because you're his child and you may not know everything, but you go to your Father because you're asking him for help. You may not know how to solve a problem, but see, God knows everything, and he's everywhere. He's omnipotent. He knows everything about you. He knows your struggles. He knows your trials. He knows the temptations that you may deal with every day. He knows everything. He knows even the little hairs that are growing out of your head. He knows everything. But at the end of the day, if you're going to pray to God and you're asking him to help you see, to give you wisdom, to give you knowledge, to help you solve a problem, to give you more clarity, if you can look up all day, you can get on your knees all day, you could meditate all day, you could pray to God all day, but if you don't want to see it, it doesn't matter how long God talks to you, you're not going to see it. It doesn't matter. He could put all the signs in front of your car. He could put all the little stickers on the stop sign to get you to see it when you stop at the stop sign. But if you don't want to stop and take a look and see what God is trying to get you to see, then you're not going to see it. He's not going to force you. He's not going to put a gun to your head to see the things that you've been asking him to help you to see. It's not his fault. You can't say that he's not there. No, you didn't want to be there to open up your eyes enough to see what God is wanting you to see. And sometimes he'll show you everything. He'll show you everything. Sometimes there's a time and place where God don't want to show you everything because it's not for you to see everything. Sometimes he just wants you to have faith. But then there's other times if you ask God, maybe you ain't ask God. Maybe God felt like you need to see this and you need to see all the details. Maybe today is not the day to see the big picture. Maybe the day is today to see the details, because I want you to know, and I don't want you to come to me saying that you didn't know. I want you to know everything, so I'm going to show you. And like I said, especially if you asked him, he's going to show you. He's going to give you an answer. It may not be the answer that you want, but you're going to see. He might show you everything on every angle and every aspect. He might give you so much clarity that you can't help but to see. So now you see it now. Once you see it, you can't not see it anymore. So what you going to do with it now that you see it? You just going to ignore it? God will give you all the things that you need to see to build up your faith. He will give you all the things that you need to do to restore your life, to have a better relationship with him, to be able to handle the responsibilities in your life. He will give you so many ideas. He will give you so many thoughts. He will put so many things on your mind. He will give you so many ways. He will guide you too. He's not going to just have you showing you stuff and then you out here not knowing how to figure it out. He's your father. He's not no deadbeat dad. He gonna sit out here and he gonna watch you walk where you need to go. But if you need help, he gonna guide you in the right way. But you gotta have faith to know that you may be weak now, but over time, as long as you depend on him, you're gonna be strong. You may go out on the boat. You may tip over in the water. But as long as you have God, you might not have a good day, but that doesn't mean you're going to drown. When you pray to God, have faith that He's going to do what He said He's going to do. And you make sure you do your part and do what you're supposed to do in Him. You can't go to God and pray to Him and then not have faith and still be thinking that you're going to get hurt. Still be thinking that you're not going to get the job. Still thinking that you're not going to be able to achieve your goals. You got to wake up. You want to be new. You want to be restored. You want to heal from things. And one of the first things that you need to do to see stuff is learn to see stuff from the past that didn't work. And learn from those lessons. You got to learn from the lessons from your past. Because if you don't learn your lessons from the past, then you're still going to be sitting in them. You're still going to be living in the past. And God don't want you to live in the past. He wants you to be in the moment. So you can have a future. So you can have hope. You need to have hope in the present so you can have a future. You can't have a future and you can't be in the moment if you don't have a strong foundation. If your foundation is not in Him. If you don't know you have the power because you're living in fear. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. You know who gave you the spirit of fear, right? All right. Let me tell you what God gave you. God did not give you the spirit of fear, but He gave you love, power, and self-control. He gave you the power to have control over your life. He gave you the power to move in strength. Even though you flaw and have weaknesses, you're strong through Him. And you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. God strengthens you. God gives you strength. God gives you the power. He makes the foundation strong. He makes the base a rock. It is not clay. It would not crumble. It would not fumble. It would not fall. See, when you got God as the foundation, it's going to hold up. It's going to stand the test of time. Because God will be there to guide you just like He has been throughout the beginning of time. And this is your time now. And what a time to be alive, right? What a time to be alive. That when you going through all of this and you don't know where to go, what a time to be alive. To take the chance to start over your life. That maybe things are falling down. Maybe things are crumbling down. But you already know what you need to have a strong foundation. You already know who you need to have a strong foundation. So what a time to invite God in your life. What a time to invite Christ in your heart to restore the things that are falling down. To bring back to life the things that are dead. To heal the things that are broken. And to restore the things that are not so right, to be more refined and renewed. He does all those things. And He gives you a strong foundation so you can have the confidence to be able to take action to produce the things that are worth being, that are worthwhile in your life. To have in your life, to be strong, to have faith, to be the head of your life. So when you go out in the world, people see your foundation and see that you have your stuff together, to see that you have character, to see that you have dignity, to see that you have integrity, to see that when it comes to your responsibilities, though you may not be perfect, you still get the job done because you have good foundation, because you have good faith to do what you're supposed to do at the end of the day. And people can't help but love that. They may not believe in God. You can't save everybody. Okay, you can't save everybody. But what you can do is you can show people that when you do something, you're going to get the job done. And people love that. And they will invest in you because they know that when you do something, you're going to do something worthwhile. And it's for the long haul. It's for the long term. And maybe they may not see your views. Maybe they may not think the same way you do. But one thing that they can think about, and one thing that they do agree about, is that they love the fact that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. They love the fact that maybe they don't agree with everything that you do. But they love that you have a sound mind. They love that you have good morals. They love that you take care of your family. They love that you show up on time at work. They love that when you say you're going to do something, that you are a man or a woman of your word. They love that you know how to love. That you know how to walk in a way that is right, that is beneficial, not just for you and the way you carry yourself, but beneficial for the people around you, beneficial for the people in your community, beneficial for the things in society. Yes, you may stand out because of the things that you may believe in, and maybe some people may not believe in the things that you believe in. But nevertheless, your foundation shows that you are good. Your foundation produces greatness. Your foundation shows that it's okay to be you, because you being you is solid. You being you is right. You being you is strong. You being you is worth being you because of how you work and who you work for at the end of the day. Yeah, you may have many jobs, but you work for the boss upstairs. So, we're wrapping it up to say, have a strong foundation. Let your foundation be solid. Have a strong relationship in Christ. Have a long relationship in God. When you go out in the world, don't be a part of the world. Rock with the world, move with the world. You got to go to your job. You can do what you're going to do. You can dress how you're going to dress, but make sure that you stand out in the world, that you're not conforming to the world, that your foundation sticks out, that your faith sticks out, that it is strong and that it is solid, that it stands up strong, that you're built for this and that it's not going to fold. Let your foundation be so strong that it puts you in a path that is worth walking when it comes to the things of God. Let your path put you in a path that, yes, you may have dreams, you may have goals, you may have things that you want to do, but all those goals, those dreams, those things that you want to do, they can be in your will, but they have to line up with God's will. God will give you the desires of your heart, but they have to line up with His will. They can't just be your will because you have things that you want to do, but your steps at the end of the day are ordered by the Lord. When you go to God, when you pray to God, when you're out in the world and you're living in your faith, let people see that you believe in your faith. Don't have fear about the things that are going on in your life when you say that you believe in God, because God didn't give you a spirit of fear. We know who tries to give us a spirit of fear, the one who wants to kill, steal, and destroy. So, go to God. Tell Him what you need. to know. Tell him what's on your mind. Thank him for the things that he has done, and thank him also for the things that he has not done. Because if he did do those things that he left alone, if the things that he didn't do, if he did them just simply because you wanted him to do, you probably wouldn't be where you are today, where you could thank him. And if you don't see things going your way, you keep going to him until those things come to be. Go to God about all your problems. Cast all your cares unto him. Don't pray to God in fear. Don't pray to God in doubt. Don't pray to God in a way where you're going to him and you're telling him about what's going on in your life. He already knows, but you're going to him not for him. You're going to him for you, to have relationship with him, to build up your faith. And you can't build up your faith talking to God and then not having hope that he's going to do what he said he's going to do. You go to God, but then you don't believe that he's going to do a work in your life. You go to God and tell him about what's going on, but you don't have no hope that he's going to work it out for you. So, that's really all I have to say today. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for joining me. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to go out in the world, do your thing, but don't conform to the world. Don't do what everybody else is doing, because who child are you at the end of the day? When you go out of the house, don't embarrass God. Alright? So, I love you. Be you. Be great. Be good. Until next time, darling.